Thank you, House Chair. House Chair, the ACDP has studied the report, which basically doubles the upper limit of donations from 15 million to 30 million and the threshold from 100,000 to 200,000, and also to determine the lacuna in the law following last year's hasty amendment. Now, Chairperson, I think the previous speaker, Ngubeni, very aptly illustrated that there are deficiencies with the IEC's capacity to implement the provisions of the Political Party Funding Act. And this is pointed out in the report itself, that the IEC needs further capacity in this regard. And it is concerning when smaller parties like the ACDP discloses every donation, every membership, and every donation in kind as well, that this might not be disclosed by other parties. Chairperson, I would also like to affirm what Dr. Mulder said, and that is the impact that was had on smaller parties, smaller growing parties that were severely impacted by what we believe was the unnecessary amendment to the party funding formula contained in last year's Electoral Matters Amendment Act, which, as we know, was rushed through just before last year's election and resulted in certain political parties receiving up to 50% less in state funding. This we argued then in a petition to President Ramaphosa by almost every smaller growing party was unconstitutional and, as Dr. Mulder pointed out, breached Section 236 of the Constitution, which requires political party funding from the state on an equitable and proportional basis to enhance multi-party democracy. Chairperson, as a result, parties are now required to engage in far more vigorous fundraising to make up the shortfall in state funding. However, many donations, in our experience, do not want their identities reflected or revealed due to concerns of intimidation, due to fears of losing state contracts, the chilling factor which was referred to. And as a result, the increase in this threshold will assist smaller growing parties to raise much needed funds, thus, in our view, contributing to multi-party democracy in the country. And of course, this needs to be balanced with the need of accountability and transparency in political party funding. But this issue of party funding and the formula is a huge issue that must be addressed, and we welcome the fact, and the ACDP has also raised it with the assessment that is being done on the IEC, and we trust that the electoral reform panel will also look into this matter, failing which we believe it should be pursued in the court. I thank you so much. The ACDP will support this report. Thank you.
Thank you.